Hello, and welcome to the library's video on Boolean operators. As much as we wish it did, our all-in-one library search does not work like a Google search. If you type a question into it, it is not going to answer your question. For example, if I type in the question, what is the capital of Virginia? As you can see, it did not answer my question. This is because the way the library all-in-one search works is it runs off of keywords. So it tried to search for things that had to do with the main keywords from that question, capital and Virginia. So anything to do with the word capital and anything to do with the word Virginia came up. That's why there's things on West Virginia. That's why there's things on cancer research, gun rights. So how do we search? What do? We need to use Boolean operators and keywords to search. So if we wanted to research the history of coffee, our keywords would be history and coffee. But we can't just type history coffee into the search. We have to use Boolean operators. Boolean operators are how we tell the search bar how keywords relate to each other. The main Boolean operators are and, not, or, and quotation marks, with the and, not, and or being in all caps. And tells the search that you want both the keywords to be included somewhere in the results. Not tells the search that you want one keyword in the result, but without a trace of the other keyword in there. Or says that as long as one of these words is in the result, I want to see it. The quotation marks say that you want an exact phrase found in those results somewhere. The and, or, and not can be difficult to remember sometimes, so I like to think of it like a Venn diagram. If I put and between two words, I'm going to get results back that fall in this center area here. If I put not between two keywords, I'm going to get results that fall on this side, but are not in the center or on the other side. If I put or between two keywords, I'm going to get results from everywhere in the Venn diagram. Now let's go back to that coffee example. Our two keywords to find out about the history of coffee are history and coffee. Now we need to decide which Boolean operator to use for our search. History coffee is not an exact phrase, so we don't want to use quotation marks. History not coffee. That's going to give us things about history, but not coffee, and we need both. History or coffee. This is going to bring up everything to do with history and everything to do with coffee, and we only want the resources that deal with both. History and coffee. This is the Boolean operator that we want because it's going to give us results that deal with both things. So let's try the search. As you can see, this set of search terms with the correct Boolean operator brought up the kind of results we were looking for, things that have to do with coffee and its history. Thank you for watching our video on Boolean operators. If you're ever having difficulties using the all-in-one search, please reach out to a librarian. Need help? You can get help from a librarian in a few different ways. You can come into the library, email one of our librarians, call us, or use our convenient Ask a Librarian chat service. Links to our library's homepage, hours, and Ask Us chat box are included below in the description.